Marcus stares at his laptop like it just insulted him. It is 9:37 on a Monday morning. The market has been open for 7 minutes, and already one clean move has happened without him. He saw it. He knew what it was, but he hesitated for 2 seconds too long. Now, price action goes on without him, and the room feels smaller than it did 5 minutes ago. His coffee is still hot, and his trading plan is still open beside him. Nothing outside has gone wrong, but inside, something has shifted. He is no longer just watching the market. He is trying to escape the feeling of being left behind. Marcus does what many traders do in that moment. He starts scanning for a second chance before a real one exists. He relaxes his entry criteria just enough to make himself feel reasonable. He tells himself he is being flexible. But the truth is simpler than that. He does not want to feel the sting of missing the first move, so his brain starts treating any kind of action as a solution. Marcus notices a new setup form on another ticker. It is not terrible, but it is not clean either. Normally he would leave it alone, but today he takes the trade. At first the trade gives him the relief he wanted. He is back in motion, back in control, back in the game, for about 90 seconds. Then, the price stalls and pulls back. Marcus's emotions shift again. Marcus leans back. He adjusts his stop loss, and after a few seconds, adjusts it once again. He stares harder, as if concentration itself can bend price action into cooperation. This doesn't work, and a few minutes later, he exits with a loss bigger than it should have been. Not account blowing, not dramatic, just the kind of loss that leaves a bad taste, because deep down he knows it was avoidable. For the first time that morning, Marcus asks a better question. What was I trying to accomplish when I took it? That question changes the rhythm of his whole morning, because now he can see it. He was not chasing profit. He was chasing relief. He was not responding to opportunity. He was reacting to discomfort. Marcus closes the chart for a minute. He does not force a fresh start. He does not give himself a motivational speech. He opens his notes and types one sentence. I did not overtrade because I lacked discipline. I overtraded because I was unwilling to sit and wait for the right setup. That lands differently because now the problem is visible, and visible problems are workable. The next morning, the market opens. Almost the same thing happens again. A clean move starts without him. He feels that same pinch, that feeling of urgency to get in quickly. But this time, he recognizes it faster. He does not argue with it. He does not shame himself for feeling it. Instead, he simply notices it, takes his hands off the keyboard, reads his plan once, and waits. Nothing magical happens in that moment, but he waits long enough for the urgency to pass. And once it passes, something better returns: clarity. Later that morning, a cleaner setup appears. He has been waiting calmly and is able to see the setup clearly. This time, the trade makes sense to him. This time, he is not bargaining with discomfort. Instead, he is choosing to take the trade. That is what discipline often looks like in real life, not cold perfection, not robotic calm. Discipline is the ability to understand that the feeling of urgency should not determine the next decision. Marcus still misses trades sometimes. Every trader does. But little by little, he is learning that a missed move does not require immediate action to fix it. If you liked Marcus's story, consider subscribing. We'll share more stories that reveal what really goes on behind each trade. See you next time.